Hey everybody, good morning, good morning, good morning. It's Ruth Marquise. Yeah. So we are talking about how to make your life better, how to make almost everything better in life. Do you want the real answer to how to make everything better? How to make your relationships better? How to make your finances better? How to make, the time that you spend in this world better? Make more money. Make more money. I was sitting there thinking, like, how do you get out of debt? And I was like, yeah, well, paying back student loans, I mean, that's a beast. It's like, how long is it going to take to pay back student loans? I was just sitting there thinking, like, whoo, I can't have this debt, right? But then I thought about it, and I was like, but wait, what if I just made more money? What if I just went all in, made the most money possible, and paid off my debt that way? Or if I want to save more money, I just make more money and save more money. Some people will live here and be like, well, I'll just save all that I have and I will change my lifestyle in order to get more money. Like, in order to have what I need. Some people will just be me in the middle and just like, yeah, I'll make more money and I'll save a little bit more and all that. But if you want to really take your life to the next level and you want financial freedom, and not only do you want financial freedom, you want to actually have all the money that you desire, because it's great to make good income, but if you can't keep it, what's the point? You are just like where you were 10 years ago, because if you can't, it's not how much you make, it's how much you keep. So making money solves the problem of getting out of debt. Making money solves the problem out of saving the most money that you can and having, that nest egg that some people never even think about. Life is not about living paycheck to paycheck. Do you know that you could live without that? Like, do you know that you could, have money but at the end of the month? So I know it sounds very shallow. It's like, oh, money, all that stuff. So that's so shallow. But it's true. If you have children, you got to feed them with money. If you have a family member that is too old to work, money will solve the problem. So let's be real and realize money. So the question is, number one, how do I make more money, Ruth? Okay, here we go. Second job. Some people will just work one job, 40 hours and out, boom, there you go. They will live their life in that way. And it's like, I don't have time to make a second job happen, blah, blah, blah. Then you become more aggressive. At some point you get tired and say, I'm not going to keep like saying no to myself. So I'll go get a second job. And you start getting into that second job hustle and everything. It's like, yeah, I got more money now. But guess what? You're spending more money. So then you might get to a point where you're like, dang, having a second job means I have no life, Like, you might get there. But I really want you to know what it's like to have a second job if you never had one, right? And getting overtime and all of that stuff. That's good. Like, you feel more in control of your life. And I want you to feel more in control of your life. But if after a while you be like, why am I working two jobs? Like, this is crazy. Then you're just like, well, let me get a better job. And so now you're like, all right, how do I employ my skills? Do I go to work? Like, you could do so many different things. You can get a side hustle. I have a friend and she was like, yeah, she made like $50 and seemed like $50 is not a lot of money. But then it was like, she's like, I made it in an hour. And I was like, there you go. See, years ago, I left the banking world as a teller. And what job did I have? It was supposed to be prestigious. My parents like, I'm so proud of you. You work in a bank. Like, we don't know, right? So they don't understand. Like, they're like, that's all you make? And I was like, yep, I just made $9 an hour. And then when I quit, I had to like come up with some money. So I decided to clean houses. And I was like, dude, this sucks right here. But when they paid me, I was like, wait a minute. I made, in an hour and a half, I made $50. I had to work all day, stress myself out, make sure I had these people money. And, it's just like, why didn't I think of that before? So that's when I knew like business is for me, because I personally don't like to just add those little single digits over and over again. I'll get to the point in a minute, y'all. My point is, side hustle, whatever you want to do to make more money, right? Get into a career, because a career is like, I start here lower and then I have a plan on progressing. Don't just keep grabbing these jobs, y'all, and feel like, well, it's all about, I make $12, I make $15, and some people walk around beating their chest, I make 15, I make 25. Until you meet somebody that makes $50, it seems like a lot of money. Until you meet somebody that makes $1,000 an hour, then you just like, oh well, I ain't doing nothing, right? So somebody's always out there making more. So you just got to come up with your own plan on how to make more money. Number 2. So Rufus, you're like, well, how do I make more money? Like, how do I really, really make more money? And that is becoming a better you. So my next point is to become a better you. If you want to make the maximum amount of money, then become a better you, because the best way to get money is to have other people invest in you. No matter, like, you want to sell stuff. I know you guys out there that you're selling your products and everything like that, but you wonder why people are not buying into you. It's because they're not buying into you. Like, you're not fast, or you're not consistent, or they don't know if you're going to be here today, going tomorrow, and that's why people don't trust you. But you have to establish yourself like, this is it. I'm burning all my bridges. I'm putting it all out there on the line. I'm gonna become a better me. I'm gonna learn the crap out of customer service. What do I have to do? Where do I gotta be? How do I have to adjust? How can I be more flexible? Anything that your audience needs, you're there to provide it. So that's how you make the most amount of money, because some people do Uber, and there's an Uber driver that'll come and get you, and their car probably messy. And then there's another one that has flowers and candles and a little water and a peppermint, and like, those are the people that are going to make it. You know what I'm saying? So do the best that you can do, and learn the things about yourself that you need to learn in order to grow. Like, some people can't even sit through what I'm telling them, and they want to make more money. Well, how? Because I know this morning I already went through 2 hours worth of training for my mind, for my marketing, for my personal development. I already went through that. Do I want to sit through it? No. But if somebody's making more money and they know how to do it, and I'm learning how to grow in a different area in my life, I got to put in the time. I got to have the patience. So if you can't sit through this, all right, peace out. But if you want to grow and you want to learn more, let me see some likes and keep on listening. So people have to invest in you. So they have to know that you care. They have to know that you're honest. They have to know that you know what you're doing. Like, if this is making sense, let me see some likes for real, because people think that it's just so easy to get in business. There you go. To get into business, I open my door and there you go, I fling it open. But people, family and friends are not going to come to you if they don't trust you, if they don't believe in you, if they don't see that you're trying to grow yourself. You know, like, if you're not putting your best, like, if you're not putting it all on the line. Like, I remember having a business, but I had it, but then I was a little still, my foot was still out the door, because certain things I was not willing to do. Like, for instance, I should have went and got a job overnight or something, but I was too scared to go do that. I don't want to leave my kids overnight. Like, they didn't have a father, right? Like, it was so many excuses that I made, and I'm like, I don't want to get out there, and I was just scared. Like, I was fearful, and that's what's stopping you, and that's what's holding you back from growing. And once I bust through all of that, and I was like, forget it, I'm putting it all on the line, then I started to see growth. So how do I become a better me? This is my next point. Work on yourself. Work on yourself, work on yourself, work on yourself, work on yourself. There are books out there that, I know, you know how when you like go through something and then it keeps popping up years and years later? It's because you never worked on it. You never decided that you're going to learn to love yourself, that you're going to learn to leave people alone that don't add value to you. You did not learn that lesson, so it keeps coming up. There are books out there, there's experts out there that will teach you, and you will be surprised once you start. I dare you to go to Barnes & Noble. I dare you to take a couple hours and go to the Barnes & Noble and read the books that speak to you. Just read a couple lines and see how it's like becomes medicine to you. Like, it helps you, like, oh, I didn't know that. I didn't know that's what I was doing. I was on the right track, but I didn't know that. But now it's starting to make sense, and then you can grow. So spend time thinking. Like, spend time thinking about what you're actually doing. Like, don't just go to work day in and day out. Are you with me? Don't go to work day in, day out and not have a plan and not know what you're doing. Like, it's okay to go to your job, but what is the goal? What is the goal this week? What is the goal this month? How are you changing? How are you growing? How are you building yourself up? So evaluate yourself. What are you doing wrong? If you can think about what you're doing wrong and create a plan to fix it, Like, all my business owners out there, if you have a business and somebody's complaining about you, you got to consider, like, stop saying, oh, I hate, oh, don't y'all hate when, okay, look, like this, if you hate when you tell somebody something wrong and then they try to put it on you. Like, what? Like, nobody else has been through that, just me. Okay, like to myself, you tell them, like, this is what I don't like. And they be like, well, thank you, somebody's out there. like, this is something I'm telling you that you can fix. People do it to you all the time. You're not hearing it. You're just making excuses. And if you could just listen and change that about yourself, I don't care if it's your ex, if it's your kid, if it's your girlfriend, if it's anybody telling you that you're doing something wrong and you need to adjust it, try it and see what's happening. All right, so come up with a plan to fix all the holes in your life. Everything that's incomplete. I don't care if it's a screen door that's broken. Everything that gets on your nerves. Everything that you don't like. You'll start to love your life once you start making a plan to fix what's broken. All right, so how do you fix what's broken? Last point. Read, listen, grow, take action. You have to read about stuff like let's just say, for instance, I'm not saying this is me, right? But let's just say I don't feel like cleaning up, or I don't feel like being on time or keeping a schedule or saving my money. Like, I would read a book on that. And it's not because I'm so dumb, I don't know how to budget my money, I don't know how to clean up, I don't know how to do all that. It's because I want the motivation to do it. I want to hear the ideas. I want to hear, like this, if it's you, like, I want to hear more about what you're doing, and that's going to encourage me to do what I'm doing. Like, think about this video. If I'm here encouraging you to do something, you'll be more motivated to do it because it's on your mind. It's something that you know you need to do. And I want to the whole point of this is to stop the hustle and the bustle of everyday life. We grind hard.